Hello class 9. Welcome to your online classes. Students, I will continue chapter number 1, Introduction to Object Oriented Programming Concept. We have finished unit 1. Now I will start unit 2, Introduction to Java. First, I am telling you about the history of Java. The history of Java is very interesting. Java was originally designed for interactive television, but it was too advanced technology for the digital cable television industry at the time. The history of Java starts with the Green Team. Java team members, also known as Green Team, initiated this project to develop a language for digital devices such as set-top box, televisions, etc. However, it was suited for internet programming. Later, Java technology was incorporated by Netscape. First, this language developed for the set-top boxes and satellites and televisions. But after that, it was incorporated by Netscape. Java was developed by, who is the developer of Java? Java was developed by James Gosling, who is known as father of Java. In 1995, James Gosling and his team members started the project in the early 90s. James Gosling. First, I will introduce with you James Gosling. James Gosling, Mike Seddon and Patrick Naughton initialized the Java language project in June 1991. They have started this project in June 1991. The small team of Sun engineers, this team name was Green Team. Initially designed for small embedded systems in electronic appliances like set-top box, televisions and satellites. After that, firstly it was called Green Talk. The first name of this language was Green Talk by James Gosling, and the file extension was this language file extension was .gt. After that, it was called Oak. And why it is called Oak? Because when James Gosling developed this language, he thinking about the name of this language. He saw a oak tree in front of his office. That he thought that we will give this we will give oak name of this language. So the name of this language initially was Oak. After that, it was called Oak and was developed as a part of the Green project. Why Java named Oak? Why Oak? Oak is a symbol of strength and chosen as a national tree of many countries like the USA, France, Germany, Romania, etc. Oak is a symbol of strength and this is the national tree of these countries. In 1995, Oak was renamed as Java because it was already a trademark by Oak Technologies. Why had they chosen Java name for Java language? Why? Now, the team gathered to choose a new name of this language. The suggested words were some say dynamic, revolutionary, silk, jolt, DNA, etc. They wanted something that reflected the essence of the technology. Revolutionary, dynamic, lively, cool, unique and easy to spell and fun to say. After that, according to James Gosling, Java was one of the top choices along with Silk. Since Java was so unique, most of the team members preferred Java than other names. Java, what is the history of Java? Java is an island of Indonesia where the first coffee was produced that coffee name was Java coffee. It is a kind of espresso bean. Java name was chosen by James Gosling while having coffee near his office. Notice that Java is just a name, not an acronym. Initially developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems and released in 1995. This language developed by the James Gosling in the Sun Microsystems, and it is released in 1995. Features of Java. The primary objects of Java programming language is creation to make it portable, simple, and secure programming language. Apart from this, there are also some excellent features which play an important role in the popularity of this language. The features of Java are also known as Java buzzwords. A list of most important features of Java language as given below. The next, first it was simple, secure, portable. Now more features are added. Interpreted. Interpreted means it will interpret the programs in machine language. High performance. This language performance is very high. It executed the programs very fastly. Multi-threaded. Multi-threaded means it will do many tasks in one program. That is known as multi-threading. Distributed. It distributes its programs, its code to compiler interpreter to translate this language into machine language. Dynamic. This language is very dynamic, and it is suited for all the companies, and most of the companies accept this language to develop their programs. Java compiler and interpreter. Java is first machine independent programming language. It uses both compiler and interpreter. Means this language used for compile the program and interpret that program. Java compilers are designed in such way that converts source code into platform independent from, that is, bytecode. These bytecodes are then converted to machine code by interpreter. First, compiler convert the source code into platform independent code, that is known as bytecode. After this, these bytecodes are then converted to machine code by interpreter. So Java is work as a compiler and interpreter. Now JVM. Full form of JVM is Java Virtual Machine Architecture. Java Virtual Machine is an abstract machine. It is specifications that provides runtime environment in which Java bytecode can be executed. JVMs are available for many hardware and software platforms. So JVM is platform dependent. JVM is a platform dependent, and it provides a runtime environment which Java bytecode can be executed. Now, key difference between compiler and interpreter. Compiler transforms code written in high level programming language into machine code at once. Means compiler can convert the high level programming language code into machine language code in one go. Once go means it will convert that codes in one time only. Whereas the interpreter converts each high level programming statement one by one into the machine code during program run. This is the main difference between compiler and interpreter. Compiler convert the whole program. Compiler convert the whole high level program into machine level at once. at one time, but interpreter converts each high level statements one by one into the machine code during execution of the program. ये program running. Next feature is compiled code runs faster while interpreted code runs slower, because compiler convert in one go and interpreter convert that program one by one. So the speed of compiler is fast than the interpreter. Next feature, compiler displays all error after completion. On the other hand, the interpreter displays error of each line one by one. Means compiler displays all the errors after execution of the program, after completion of the program, but interpreter displays errors one by one, in each line one by one. Now next, compiler is based on translation, linking, loading model, whereas interpreter is based on interpretation method. Means compiler translate the program, first it will link, then after that loading it, but interpretations used interpretation methods to convert the programs. Compiler takes an entire program, whereas interpreter takes a single line of code. Means compiler can convert complete program, it takes complete program in one time, but interpreter takes line by line. Now what is machine code? Machine languages are very close to the hardware, because everybody knows that computer cannot understand English language or high level language. It understands only machine language. Machine language uses two codes, 0 and 1, where 0 means off and 1 means on. So every computer has its machine language. A machine language programs are made up of series that is known as machine code. That is made up of a series of binary pattern, that is binary pattern 0, 1. These 0, 1 make a series of the programs. So these a series of the programs, this binary pattern is known as the machine code. Now object code. On completion of source code, the machine code generated for different processors like Intel, AMD and ARM in different. To make code portable, the source code is first converted into object code. First that code converted into object code. It is an intermediary object code is also known as intermediary code. It is similar to the machine code that no processor will understand. At runtime, the object code is converted to the machine code of the underlying platform. That is the object code definitions. Now Java libraries in JDK 1.3. Java package is a collection of, that is also known as Java libraries, is also known as Java package. Java package is a collection of various classes. Means various classes combined together and make a package. Each class contains different functions. A package can be included in the program by using a keyword import. We will use, when we are using any package, it will combine the keyword import. There are some library classes, and I will telling you about the purpose of the class. First is java.io, used for input and output functions. IO means I for input and O for output. So this library class used for input and output functions only. Java.lang, used for characters and string operations. It will use for lang. Lang means used for characters and string. You know, string is the combination of a character. Java.awt, it is used for window interface. Java.util, it is used for develop utility programming. There are some more also. Java.applet, it is used for Java applications program, Java.math. Java.math is used only for the mathematical calculations. These are the library classes. Now, Java reserved words. Keywords or reserved words are the words in language that are used for some internal process or represent some predefined actions. These are also known as the symbols, special symbols. These words are therefore not allowed to use as a variable, names or object. These words we cannot use as a variable or objects in a program. Doing this will result into a compile time error. If we will use these reserved keywords as a variable name or object, that it will create an compile time error. Means our program will not be executed or will not be run. Java also contains a list of reserved words. There I am explaining some reserved words. First is abstract. It is specified that a class or method will be implemented later in subclass. Second is boolean. It is a data type that contains two values, true or false. Only true or false. Now next is break, a control statement for breaking out of loops. When we will starting to our programming, that time we will use this type of Java reserved words. Now next byte, a data type. It is also a data type that can hold 8 bits data values. It can hold 8 bits data values only. Case, it is used in switch statement to mark block of text. Catch, catches exceptions generated by try statements. Char, it is also a data type that can hold unsigned 16-bit Unicode characters. The character is A to Z. Class declares a new class. Continue sends control back outside a loop. Default, it specifies the default block of code in a switch statement. Do, start a do while loop. We will use these Java reserved words in our programming. Double, it is also a data type. It contains 64-bit and it is a floating point numbers, or it is a decimal numbers also. Else indicates alternative branches in an if statement. Float, it is also a data type. It holds 32-bit floating point number. Import references other classes. Import references other classes. Now these are some Java reserved words. Now I have explained all Java reserved words. In my upcoming video, I will continue this chapter. Students, this is my advice. You will see complete video and you will read this chapter from your book also and complete your assignment on time. If you will do these two things, you can understand this chapter. After this pandemic, we will continue your offline classes. So complete your work on time. If you have any problem, you can ask me through mail. Thank you.